Hey guys, what is up? It is Kendra with Signing Agent Basics coming at you today with another YouTube Live. Guys, I really enjoy meeting with y'all, hanging out with you guys on YouTube Live. Some of you guys are watching me on Facebook Live. That's awesome. I'm excited about that, but I really love chatting with all of you guys on the lives, getting your immediate feedback, seeing what you guys are thinking, the questions that you have, and giving you guys information that I sincerely, every single time, hope will help to make your signing agent business even better. I don't know where you guys are at. I'm sure you guys are all over the country. I'm going to ask you guys that in just a minute. But I know here in San Antonio, Texas, we had a little cold front come in. This may not be cold for some of y'all in some places in the country, but we had a little cold front come in. It had been nice the last couple of weeks. It had been in the 80s, low 90s for us is nice. But we had this cold front come in. I had to turn my heat on last night. I don't know how I feel about that, but hey, it's just what happens. I can't believe it's November already. Where has this year gone? The holidays are here. I know you guys are busy. I know that this is your Saturday. So I thank you all so much for taking time out to hang out with me on your Saturday morning or afternoon if you are watching live. And if you're watching on the replay, that's okay. I'm excited that you took time out of your day to watch, even if it is on the replay. So we're going to go ahead and get started. You guys know how I do if you watched any of my YouTube lives before. But today's subject, guys, is, does being a signing agent still make sense? Guys, I'm going to give you guys my thoughts about it. And again, these are my opinions, thoughts that I have after being a signing agent for, at this point, 15 and a half, almost 16 years now. I started in 2007. I've been a full-time signing agent through all of the ups and downs over those years. So these are my thoughts and my opinions after being a full-time signing agent for all of that time. But as always, guys, please do me a favor. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and then hit the notification bell. When you guys hit the like button, that lets me know that you like this type of content so that I can come out with more of this type of content for you. It also lets YouTube know that you like this type of content so that you will continue to get more content like this. And then hit that subscribe button. Again, guys, I go live at least once a month. I think I'm going to start moving this up to twice a month. I'm going to let you guys know. Tell me how you feel about that. But I go live at least once a month, and then I do put out other content. And so when you are a subscriber, then you will get all of those videos sent directly to you. And then when you hit the notification bell, you'll be notified as soon as I put out any particular content. So I see some of you guys are already doing it, but here's what I also like you guys to do. So first of all, thank you for joining me. Do me a favor. Down in the chat, tell me what city and state you are in. Again, it always blows my mind that there are people from all over the country who watch my videos on YouTube. And then let me know whether or not you are an aspiring signing agent, which means that you have not done any loan signings yet. You're thinking about it, but you haven't done any yet. A new signing agent. You've been a signing agent for a year or less. And let me know if you are a veteran signing agent. You've been doing this signing agent thing for more than a year. You are a vet. So let me know what city and state you are in, whether or not you are an aspiring signing agent, a new signing agent, or a veteran signing agent. And yes, this question is always asked, will there be a replay? Absolutely, guys. The replay of this video will be available immediately after the live is over. So do me a favor. There's always some folks who hop on a little bit late and they always ask, I missed it. Is there going to be a replay? So help me out. I need you guys to be my assistant today. If you see somebody in the chat asking, will there be a replay? Let them know. Yes, the replay, of course, will be available as soon as the live stream is over. Let's see who we've got up in here. We've got Lacola. They are a vet. We've got folks here from Atlanta, Georgia, aspiring signing agents. That's awesome. We got folks here from Houston. We got folks here from New York, been a signing agent for about 3 years. That's awesome. We got folks here from Jacksonville, Florida. That's actually where I'm originally from. So that's amazing. We've got Dallas in the house. We've got Fishers in the house. Haven't done any signings yet. You're aspiring. That's okay. We're here to help. We've got folks here from California. This person looks like they're a vet. They've been doing signings for over a year. They've done a little over 100 signings. So, guys, keep on telling me where you are from, whether or not you are an aspiring signing agent, a new signing agent, or a veteran signing agent. And guys, even if you're watching on the replay, let me know those things as well. I'm excited, guys, to see each and every one of you. And again, thank you to each and every one of you for joining today. And of course, guys, there is going to be a Q&A session at the end of the video. Part of the reason why I enjoy the lives so much is that I get to see y'all's questions and I get to answer your questions in real time. So there will be an official Q&A session at the end. Now, normally, I ask you guys to hold your questions until the end, but this subject is going to be a little bit different. So I'm going to try to keep my eyes on the comments as I'm going through some of the different things that I'm going to talk about today. And if I see a good question that goes along with what I'm talking about, then I may stop and actually answer some of the questions during the actual presentation. But again, if not, I will absolutely do my best to hit them all at the end during the official Q&A session. Now, if I miss your question, I'm sorry. I didn't do it on purpose. But if I miss your question or if I'm unable to answer your question during the live, I always try to go back, guys, afterwards and answer any questions that I miss. So if I miss your question during the live, please don't take it personally. I apologize in advance, but I will always go back and try to answer all of the questions. Another thing I always want to make you guys aware of, you will hear me refer to the description box of the video. I usually put tons of links, information, all kinds of good stuff for you down in the description box. But there's always folks who go, what the heck is the description box? Where's the description box? I can't find the description box. So if you are watching YouTube, and again, this is only going to be on the YouTube video. So if you're watching on Facebook, you need to go over to the video on YouTube in order to see the description box. If you are watching on YouTube on your computer, underneath the title of the video, you're going to see where it says see more. You're going to want to click where it says see more to open up the description box on your computer. Now, I know a lot of us tend to do stuff on our cell phones. The description box is still there even on your cell phone. So again, you'll see the title of the video. Next to it, you're going to see a little down arrow. Click on that down arrow to open up the description box. And then you're going to see the description box. And like I said, guys, I got tons of stuff in the description box. Lots of links to different things that I'm going to be talking about in this video. So you may actually need to scroll down in the description box to find the actual thing that I tell you about in this video that you are interested in. But it will be in the description box of this video. And of course, I have my free new signing agent checklist. There's a link to it down in the description box. So any of you who are new or aspiring signing agents and you're just kind of thinking, what are the steps? What do I need? What do I do? How do I put all of these pieces together? I've got a free checklist for you that you can download and literally check off step by step everything that I suggest that you do to get started as a signing agent. And there's also clickable links in that checklist to videos and other information that you will find helpful as a new or aspiring signing agent. Woo, all right. So that was just all the prep work. But now, guys, we are going to get into the meat of this video. And again, guys, a question like this, the answer is going to be opinion. So I'm going to give you my opinion Another signing agent may have a totally different opinion, and that's okay. But I'm going to give you my opinion. I'm going to tell you why this is my opinion. And then, like I said, if you have questions, you can absolutely ask those questions. So, drum roll. Is it worth it to become a signing agent in 2022? And for those of you who are maybe new or aspiring signing agents and you're going, well, why is this even a question? I heard that being a signing agent is just an awesome self-employment opportunity. The quick answer to why this is even a question is because there have been changes recently in the mortgage and real estate industry. To just distill it down, to give you a short reason as to why this is even a question, mortgage interest rates have gone up in order to kind of offset inflation. When mortgage interest rates go up, the number of transactions that are done oftentimes goes down. In 2020 and 2021, interest rates were super low. So there were tons of transactions going on. There was tons of business out there. So to a lot of people, it was a no-brainer to become a signing agent because there was so much business. But now that interest rates have gone up, a lot of people are saying, hey, business has slowed down. Does it still make sense to become a signing agent, to start my own business as a signing agent? And to that, guys, I say yes and no. You're like, Kendra, that's not an answer. It really, really is. Is it worth it to become a signing agent in 2022? Yes. And I'm going to say, if I was new, I would personally think that this would be a great time to become a signing agent. And I'm going to explain to you why in just a second. The short answer is, though, yes and no. And that's because it really depends on you. There were challenges. Even though there was a lot of business in 2020 and 2021, there were a lot of challenges in becoming a new signing agent during that time. Even though there was tons of business, guess what? There was also tons of competition. There were a lot of people deciding to become signing agents because there was so much business. So a lot of people were successful in 2020 and 2021, but guess what? A lot of people also weren't successful in 2020 and 2021. So now in 2022, specifically the second half of 2022, when interest rates have gotten higher and there are fewer transactions, again, people are saying, is it worth it? Well, there's a lot of opportunity even though things are slowing down. And that's part of the reason why I believe that it is a great time to become a signing agent. So some other things, though, that I want to point out. It's really hard to answer a question about whether or not something is worth it. Because guess what? It really depends on how you define worth it. What are your time expectations? How much time are you willing and able to put into becoming a signing agent and becoming a successful signing agent? What are your income expectations? What are your effort expectations? For some people, it's only worth it if they don't have to put too much effort into it. For some people, once they have to start putting effort into it, it's no longer worth it. For some people, it's only worth it if they think they're going to make $10,000 tomorrow. For other people, it will be worth it if they're able to match the income that they're currently making. Or for other people, it may be worth it to simply supplement or bring in some additional income to add to the income that they are already making. So, again, guys, there's no one blanket answer as to whether or not it is worth it. But I will tell you this, there is signing agent business. There is signing agent business out there, even if you are a new signing agent. So then you have to decide, what are my goals? What are my expectations? How much time and effort am I willing to put into this? And then you can decide if it is worth it for you. But I'm going to tell you this, if you are just looking for a get rich quick scheme, if you are looking to get a notary stamp today, and make $10,000 tomorrow. I'm going to tell you right now, it ain't worth it. Don't waste your time because you're going to be mad. You're going to be big mad because it doesn't work like that. Now, another thing, before I get too deep into this, I got to get this out off my chest. I got to get this off my chest. I got to give a little bit of I told you so. Because, guys, when things were super busy in 2020 and 2021, I stressed focusing on a few things: getting good training, forming direct business relationships, saving money for the down times, and handling your income taxes properly. And so many people, not everybody, but there were so many people out there who were basically fussing with me and saying, I don't need to bother to get good training. There's tons of business out there. People are going to give me business even if I don't have good training. People were fussing, going, I don't feel like putting in the effort to get direct business relationships. There's so much business out there. I can just sign up with signing services and have signing services send me business. Why would I get uncomfortable? Why would I put in the extra time and effort to get direct business relationships? You know? But here's the thing, and here's the reason why I was stressing those things so much. Again, I've been a signing agent since 2007. I started in a mortgage crash, another time where tons of other signing agents who were experienced at that time were getting out of the industry. And they were getting out because it was similar to now, where things had slowed down and people were saying there wasn't signing agent business. But that's when I got in and I was successful. But I had good training because I had previously been in the mortgage industry, and I took the time to train myself, and I worked hard on forming direct business relationships because I knew that whether things are good or bad, whether things are busy or slow, if you are well trained, if you are the best, you will get business. And if you have good direct business relationships, if you have people who will send you their business no matter what, then you will be successful whether things are busy or slow. Again, I also stressed saving money in the downtimes. People were making money hand over fist. Folks were buying new houses, buying new cars, and I'm kind of giving them the side eye like, you know, you might want to hold on to some of that for when things get slow. Because again, the mortgage industry, it goes up, it goes down, it's busy, it's slow. Even in steady years, there's slower months and busier months. So it's always a good idea to have money set aside for when things aren't that busy. And then also handling your income taxes properly. It was busy at the beginning of this year. Folks were making tons of money and folks were spending their money. Well, now it's slowed down. And guess what's going to happen at the beginning of next year? The IRS is going to want their money. So hopefully you have had a good tax preparer or advisor throughout this year to help you properly set up your business and to properly advise you on how much money you need to set aside for your taxes. All right, but look, hey, here's the deal. I'm over it. That was my I told you so. I had to get it off my chest. So thank you guys for letting me get that off my chest. I can get through the rest of this now because I've gotten that out. All right. Now, another thing I want to stress, especially when we're talking about whether or not it is worth it to be a signing agent. Being a signing agent is a business. It is not a job. Greater reward comes with greater risk and responsibility. Everybody loves the idea of being self-employed and having their own business. When you think, oh, I can set my own hours and I'm going to make all this money and I'm going to be my own boss. Everybody loves those rewards. But guess what? It comes with greater risk and greater responsibility. And the truth is, being self-employed is not for everyone. If it's not for you, that's okay. That's not a knock to you. Nobody's putting you down. It's a reality. Look, somebody here just said being a business owner is harder than a 9 to 5. No cap. Absolutely. It is a different type of work. It is a different type of responsibility. Yes, The rewards are great. I love the rewards of being self-employed. I don't ever want to go back to having a 9 to 5 because I love those rewards. But again, it's tough. You've got greater responsibilities when you have your own business. And again, for those of you who may just be hearing this from me for the first time, I kind of want to go through what the difference is between having your own business, being self-employed, and having a job is. So what is a job? So we all know jobs. We've all had jobs. With a job, you apply for a position, and then once your application has been accepted, you are given work. You're usually given more work than you want. Once you have applied for the position and you have been given the position, from that point forward, you generally don't have to go out to get work. So, what does that mean? That means that most of us are not used to having to go out and get work every single day. It's difficult for a lot of us because it is a muscle that we haven't had to use. It's been the opposite for most of us with jobs. We've never really had to go out and get work. When you have a job, work is just thrown at you. So then I also kind of want to tell you guys my definition of a side hustle, because people love to call being a signing agent a side hustle. And the way I define side hustle, I don't think about being a signing agent as a side hustle. A side hustle to me is an easy self-employment opportunity that you don't have to put much thought into, that you don't have to get much training for. And again, with side hustles, work will be given to you. So to me, an example of a side hustle is like driving Uber or Lyft. And I'm not saying that those folks don't work hard, they do. But with Uber or Lyft, it's a skill you already have. You already know how to drive a car, hopefully. Hopefully, you have a license and you know how to drive a car if you're trying to drive for Uber. But you sign up on Uber, and then what do? You have requests sent to you that you can either accept or decline. You really don't have to do a whole lot of training because you already know how to drive. You already know how to drive people from point A to point B, and you don't really have to go out and get any work. The work is handed to you. So that's my definition of a side hustle. Now, again, being a signing agent means being self-employed. It means basically running your own business. And a business takes more time and effort. You have to put in time and effort to get training and gain the knowledge and skills that you need to be successful. Again, most of us are used to having jobs. And when you have a job, again, once you are given the position, you're often trained. They give you training. And if you mess up, they usually retrain you. But you don't have to normally go out and get training once you have a job. Your employer trains you. But guess what? You are now self-employed if you are a signing agent. So that means it is your job, it is your responsibility to train yourself, to put in the time and effort to get the training and knowledge that you need to be successful. And then the other second step that is difficult for a lot of people, you have to put in the effort to get work. Work is not just handed to you. Again, a lot of people want to be signing agents and they're like, well, I'm just going to sign up with signing companies and they're just going to give me business. But again, even in 2020 and 2021, when there was a lot of business out there, there was also a lot of competition. So people were becoming signing agents. They were signing up with signing services. And then they're like, well, I can't catch any of these assignments. The assignments are somebody else is getting them before I get them. And I'm like, well, yeah, because there's a lot of signing agents out there. To be successful long term as a signing agent in this business, you cannot count on people handing you work. You cannot count on signing service business. You cannot count on just having your phone and clicking accept and making $10,000. Any of the people who are successful signing agents who have been doing this for a while and or who are making a lot of money per month, I can guarantee you that 99.9% of those people have their own direct business clients. Direct business is the secret to success and longevity as a signing agent. And again, guys, you have to build your business. So guys, I love the analogy of building a business is like building a house. And it may be just because I've been in mortgage and real estate and a signing agent for so long, I kind of think of everything as houses or mortgages and that kind of stuff. But think about building a house, and especially maybe if any of you have purchased a newly built house and you watched it being built. The first thing is it takes time. It takes months to build a good house. Nobody wants to live in a house that was built in a couple of days because we already know. We know that that house just isn't sturdy. It takes a strong foundation for a house to build to stand the test of time. You got to dig in deep. You got to put down plumbing. You got to put down this concrete foundation. It has to be deep in the earth in order for your house to stand for a long period of time. And it's the same thing for your business. You have got to put in that foundational work. You got to dig deep. You got to put that work in if you want to have a business that is going to stand strong and stand the test of time. So, for the folks who didn't want to put in that effort, to me, it's like building a sandcastle. You can go out to the beach and build a sandcastle in, a few minutes. I've seen some really, really pretty, elaborate, huge sandcastles. But what's the thing about those sandcastles? They don't last. The first wave that comes through, the first strong wind that comes through, no matter how pretty those sandcastles are, they are going to fall down. So again, guys, to make being a signing agent worth it, to make having a business worth it, to make being self-employed worth it, you have to put in the work. Now, let me define putting in the work. Because again, a lot of us are used to having jobs, and our ideas of putting in the work at a job is different than putting in the work as your own business owner. So, for somebody who's self-employed, for somebody who has their own business, putting in the work is not sitting around waiting for someone else to give you instructions or directions. I can't tell you how many people I see, and they're so excited. They get their notary stamp. They're like, I got my notary stamp. I passed the NNA signing agent certification exam. Now what? You got to put in the work. You got to do some research. Yes, there's a lot of helpful information out there. Guys, just my free videos on YouTube can give you so much information. I wish I had this amount of information available when I got started in 2007. The amount of information that is out there now is crazy compared to, 15 years ago. So you got to do your research. Look at the free resources that are available. You have to be the one that starts to form your path. You cannot just sit back and ask someone else, what do I do? Putting in the work is also not just being willing to work long hours. Because again, I'll tell people, to be a successful signing agent, you have to be willing to put in the work. And in a lot of people's minds, they hear you have to be willing to work a lot of hours. And that may or may not be true, but that's not what I mean when I say putting in the work. Just the willingness to put in the time is not putting in the work. All right, so then what is putting in the work? So putting in the work is, first of all, being patient and having realistic expectations. So here's the deal. Again, guys, I know we all see the videos. Somebody goes up, does a testimonial video. They're like, hey, I worked at a grocery store yesterday. I got my notary stamp this morning, and by this afternoon, I made $10,000. And look, is it possible to make $10,000 a month as a signing agent? Yeah, absolutely. It's really not that hard. Is it possible to make $10,000 a month quickly as a new signing agent? Yes, it is absolutely possible. But the reality is it doesn't happen that quickly for everyone. So you need to have realistic expectations. Your signing agent business isn't failing if you're not making $10,000 your second month as a signing agent. You just have to be realistic. It's like somebody who buys a lottery ticket on Monday and they win the lottery and they become a millionaire by Wednesday. If you ask them, it's easy to become a millionaire. Like, I became a millionaire in 3 days. Okay, yeah. You bought a lottery ticket, you became a millionaire. It's possible. But for most people, you don't become millionaires in 3 days. That's the exception and not the rule. So again, guys, same thing with being a signing agent. Yes, it's very possible to make tons of money. Yes, it's very possible to even make that money quickly, but it doesn't always happen that quickly and that easily for everyone. So be patient and have realistic expectations. Putting in the work is also making a game plan without needing someone else to tell you step by step what to do. And again, this is one of those areas where it's a muscle that we're not used to using. So it may be a little bit difficult for you because again, we're used to having jobs. We're used to someone else telling us step by step what to do. We think we want the freedom of being self-employed, but part of that freedom is you don't have somebody else telling you step by step what to do. So I spend a lot of time, guys, a lot of my time as a self-employed person is really spent going, okay, things are changing. What do I need to do to remain successful even though things are changing? And I may have to think outside of the box. I may have to look at things that I've done in the past and say, okay, this used to work. This isn't working anymore. What can I adjust to make things work again? And you're constantly having to make those types of adjustments. You will get to a point, especially when you have direct business, where you won't have to do it as much and your adjustments won't have to be as big. But there's always adjustments that you are going to have to make. And you are the person who is going to have to figure out what adjustments you need to make. That's putting in the work. Okay. And I saw somebody in here say that's challenging. Yes, it is. It is challenging. All right. Putting in the work as a signing agent also means being willing to talk to people face to face to build relationships. You got to talk to people. We live in a society now, guys, where we have gotten so used to sitting behind our computers, texting, sending emails, putting up websites, and that kind of thing. Communicating with people face to face, building relationships with people face to face is unfortunately starting to become a little bit of a lost art. And again, because it's not something that we do a lot, it feels uncomfortable to a lot of people. A lot of people, especially becoming new signing agents, again, they want to sign up with signing services because they don't want to go through the discomfort of going out and talking to people face to face. But like I said, guys, all of the folks who are making good money as a signing agent and who have long going signing agent careers, the vast majority of them have direct business relationships. And those direct business relationships were built because at some point they talked to these folks face to face. They built these relationships face to face. So I know a lot of us have gotten to be pretty introverted. Believe it or not, I'm actually an introvert. Nobody believes me because y'all only see me on social media and that kind of stuff. I'm really an introvert. But through being self-employed, through having my own business, I've learned to step outside of my comfort zone and get used to talking to people. And again, this is a muscle that you're going to have to exercise. It's not going to feel good at first. It's going to feel uncomfortable at first. You're going to be nervous at first. But the only way that you're going to get better at it is to practice it and to do it. So that is probably one of the biggest areas of putting in the work that new and aspiring signing agents will have to do. And again, another area of putting in the work is thinking critically and making adjustments to your plan as needed. Being a signing agent, having a signing agent business is not a straight line. It is not step one, step two, step three, step four, step five, step six, $10,000. Okay. It's not a straight path. Everybody's path to that success is a little bit different. It's a little bit different because of our strengths. It's a little bit different because of our weaknesses that we have to work on. It's a little bit different because of the area that we live. It's a little bit different because of the time that we're looking to become a signing agent. So many people get into this and they're like, just tell me exactly what to do. But it doesn't work like that. When you have your own business, the hard part, the work that you have to put in is thinking critically and making adjustments to your plan so that you can reach success. Now, for those of you that I have not scared off yet, because I'm really not trying to scare anybody off. I'm really not. I'm just doing what I always do, which is telling everybody the truth. I don't try to just hype people up. I do have a training course, and honestly, I could come on here and I could show you guys checks and how much money folks make, and I could hype up everybody to take my training program. But here's the thing, that's not my goal. I am not interested in only selling training courses. I am interested in helping people become the best signing agents they can be if they want to be a signing agent. I am interested in letting people know what the realities of being a signing agent is, because I don't want you spending money on a notary commission, spending money on a printer, spending money on training and all this other stuff if it's not something that really suits you. I want you to know the good, the bad, and the ugly before you decide to do this. Go back. I've got videos where I talk about things I hate about being a signing agent, because even though I've been a signing agent for 15 plus years, there's still things that I hate about being a signing agent. When you guys see my memes that I put on Instagram and that kind of stuff, it's usually a funny take at some of the things that I dislike about being a signing agent, going into messy houses sometimes, people with not so clean houses trying to offer you food and drink, and you got to tell them no, getting documents late, all these different things. It's not all sunshine and roses. I love it. I love being a signing agent, but I'm not going to lie to you. It is not easy street. It is not sunshine and roses all the time. It's not get a notary stamp today and make $10,000 tomorrow. It is work. But if you are willing to put in the work, this is actually a great time to become a signing agent. I know some of y'all are like, Kendra, you crazy. The business is slow right now. How can you say that this is a great time to become a signing agent? So here it is. This is a great time to be a signing agent. And becoming a signing agent still makes sense because there is still buying, selling, and refinancing going on. I don't care what the interest rates are. I don't care what the market is. There is always buying, selling, and refinancing going on. And if there is buying, selling, and refinancing going on, there is documents that need to be notarized and signing agents are needed. So the other reason why it's a good time and why being a signing agent right now still makes sense. The truth is the fair weather signing agents are getting out of the business. The folks who thought that they could just hop in and not really put any effort into this, those folks that you were competing against for all of those signing service notifications, guess what's happening to them? They're dropping out because this is now becoming more effort than they were really willing to put in. They wanted a side hustle. And now they're like, wait a minute, I got to work. I didn't become a signing agent to work. I wanted a side hustle. So these folks are dropping out. And again, that's the way it was when I became a signing agent in 2007. When I became a signing agent, tons of people were getting out. Tons of people were saying that there wasn't enough business. Tons of people were leaving. But I was able to succeed because so many of those other people were getting out. And the caveat to that, though, guys, was I am a good signing agent. You got to be good. That's kind of the silent part of this that's you need to understand. You got to be good for any of this to work. All right. Another reason why becoming a signing agent still makes sense is because builders, title companies, mortgage companies, real estate agents, all of those folks, they're going to figure out how to get business. I laugh with the salespeople at the builder's office that I work with all the time. I tease them because I'm like, I don't have to work hard at getting business because you guys are going to work hard to get business. The salespeople at the builder's office that I work with, they want to make money. They only make money if they sell houses. And when they sell houses, I get to close those houses. So, I know that they're going to sell houses because they got bills to pay. They have money that they want to make. The builder itself, I was again talking to some of the salespeople and the managers. The builder itself is making some adjustments because they want to sell houses. They're a business. They want to sell houses. So they are lowering the prices on houses. They are offering incentives to help with mortgage payments. They're helping in different ways to make people's mortgage payments more manageable. They are doing some different advertising. Again, the builder is in this to build houses, sell houses, and make money. So they are going to make the adjustments that are needed to build houses, sell houses, and make money. Title companies. Title companies go out and they market to real estate agents, builders, mortgage companies, that kind of stuff. They need business. So they are going to go out. They're going to hustle. They are going to get the business that they need to stay in business. So all of these different folks, guys, I know that they're going to work hard to get business. And then when they have the business, when they have houses to close, mortgages to close, that kind of stuff, then I get that business as well. So even if you're the kind of person that's like, I don't know where the business is going to come from, just know that the other folks in this industry are going to figure it out, because the real estate agents, the escrow officers, the loan officers, the builder salespeople, they all want to make their money and they are going to figure it out. And it also makes sense right now to become a signing agent because, again, this is kind of a cleaning house time. The best businesses will survive, and you will have relationship with those businesses when things get busy again. So some of you may have noticed this is going to be a time where a lot of signing services are going to start dropping out, especially a lot of the newer signing services that maybe didn't set their businesses up the best way for the best profitability. A lot of signing services are going to drop out. Some smaller builders who, again, maybe weren't doing things in the most profitable way. These businesses are going to drop out. This is kind of the strong will survive situation. So if you are out and you are marketing for direct business and you're now getting direct business from these strong companies, when things go back up, which they will go back up, guys, it's not going to stay these low interest or these high interest rates forever. It's going to go back up. When things go back up, then you are going to be in relationship with these companies that know how to survive. Okay. So that's basically what happened with me in 2007. I built direct business relationships with the builder that I'm with now and the title company that I'm with now. And I've been working with them for 15 years at this point. These are strong companies. They're not going anywhere. They consistently get business. And because I am connected to them, I get consistent business as well. So again, guys, you can start and build a successful signing agent business now, but you just need to adjust your game plan. Things are different now than they were in 2020 and 2021, but that doesn't make it bad. Different does not mean bad. This is where that critical thinking comes in. This is where you go, okay, where is the opportunity at? How can I take advantage and build my business with the market that we have right now? Because here's the bottom line, guys. Everybody wants to be successful. There's a rap or something, a song. I just want to be successful. Everybody wants to be successful. But here is where the rubber meets the road. Are you willing to do what it takes to reach success? That's like everybody wants to be slim and in shape. But do you want to diet? Do you want to go work out at the gym? Maybe not, you have to be willing to do what it takes to reach success. So, guys, I really encourage you. I had done some videos recently because, again, I saw the changes in the market. I saw the things that were happening in the areas where I knew people were going to need information. You definitely want to go back and watch these, specifically these last 3 videos that I did. I did one in June where I talked about whether or not the signing agent business is ending. I talked about the changes in interest rate, how that affects the real estate, the mortgage market, how that affects signing agent business. If you did not watch that video, go back and watch it. The link to that is in the description box. I did another one in July, what to do when it's slow. Because yes, it is slower right now. I'm still getting consistent business, but I'm getting less business than I was getting, a couple of years ago. So, what do you do when it's slow? How can you continue to build your foundation? How can you continue to build your business circle so that you can be successful? What do you need to do when it's slow? Watch that video. And then the video that I did last month in October, how to be the best signing agent. Because again, guys, here is the bottom line. The people, again, who are successful as signing agents long term, the people who are making the most money as signing agents are the best signing agents. But what does that mean? What do you have to do to be the best? Watch that video. I'm telling you what I've learned from title officers, escrow officers, mortgage loan officers, builders. They all want certain things. They all consider certain things to be the best. So you want to make sure that you are doing those things so that people that you are marketing to will see you as the best. And again, of course, guys, if you want training, I do have a training program because again, training is more important than ever. The last couple years when it was super busy, you might have been able to get away with doing signings without being well trained. You might have been able to get away with making mistakes on your signings and that kind of stuff. But here's the deal. Again, there's not as much business. Companies are going to be very selective about who they work with. You're not going to get second chances if you make a mistake. If you make a mistake, they're just going to move on and find somebody better than you because it is more and more crucial for them at this time to have only the best signing agents working with them. So you want to make sure that you know what you're doing, especially if you don't have any previous mortgage or real estate experience. Some very simple things that you may think are super simple, guys, you can get wrong if you don't understand how things work as a signing agent in the real estate and mortgage industry. So if you want training, absolutely check out my Signing Agent Advanced training program. There's a link to my website down in the description box. It gives you all kinds of information about what's available in my training, what the cost is, what the difference is between levels, all of that good stuff. So definitely make sure that you check it out. All right. Lots of talking from me. But guys, we are now down to the Q&A session, question and answer. I'm going to scroll up, see if I missed any questions. I don't think I did. I was trying to peek over and see if there were any questions. I didn't see a whole bunch, but this is y'all's opportunity. If you have questions, to please go ahead and ask those. I saw a couple of comments though. Let's see. We've got a comment here. I have an awesome relationship with this one title office. I am their go-to notary. I had 3 back-to-back closings in their office when the escrow officer was out. Guys, yes. Direct business. I'm telling you, it is the secret to success as a signing agent. When you have a direct business client, when you handle their business well, you will be their go-to person. They will ask you to do their signings. They will often wait to hear back from you. Again, one of the things that a lot of signing agents get frustrated over is they're like, I see these notifications coming over, but other people are given the assignments before I have a chance to even respond. Guys, my direct clients will wait for me to respond. I have had, they'll wait 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours. They'll wait a couple hours and then go, hey, Kendra, we sent you this request. We didn't see anything from you. Are you available? They'll call. Now, mind you, I don't make them wait that long. I occasionally just miss stuff, or I might be in another signing or something like that. But the bottom line is I don't have to fight anybody else for the business from my direct business clients. They send me their business directly. And here's the thing, guys. A lot of people are like, oh, well, there's so many other signing agents out there. There's not as many transactions being done. You don't need to do a lot of transactions to make good money as a signing agent. Let's say you only make $100 per signing. And if you're doing direct business, you should be making more than $100 a signing. But if you're making $100 a signing, if you do 3 signings a day, 5 days a week, that's $6,000. That's only 60,000 or 60 transactions a month. That's not a lot. There's going to be thousands of real estate transactions happening in a decent sized city every month. You only need 60, okay? You need less than that if you're making more than $100 a signing. So you don't need tons of signings to make good money as a signing agent. All right, let's see if we've got any questions down here. Let's see. So a couple of folks basically asked the same question. So Camille said, as a new and aspiring signing agent, being that business is slower, should I talk to builders too? And then a very similar question, Pamela asked, as a newbie signing agent, do you recommend going direct? So your questions are very related. And this is something I hear from new signing agents all the time. I'm new. Should I ask for direct business? Yes. Yes, guys, yes. Because here's the deal. Again, first and foremost, get good training. Because I believe that that's the issue that a lot of people have when they say, I'm new, should I go direct? You feel like because you're new, you don't know what you're doing. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. But again, that's where good training comes in. When you have good training, even though you're new, you still know what you're doing. You still know what to look out for. So, yes, again, if you have had good training, absolutely, even as a new signing agent, you need to market for direct business. Because here's the other thing, guys. Direct business doesn't always happen instantaneously. I would love to say that every single person that I've talked to directly immediately gave me their business, but it doesn't work like that. Again, you have to put in work. It may take time. It may take effort. You may have to talk to several people. You may have to talk to these people over a period of time. It may take you 30, 60, 90 days or more before your direct business starts rolling in. So why would you wait and then end up still having to wait? So get good training and then, yes, start marketing for direct business. Another question, should you go after real estate agents for business? You need to go after whoever can give you business. There's a lot of different people that are involved in real estate transactions, real estate agents, title escrow officers, mortgage loan officers, builders. There's a lot of people involved in the transaction, and all of those people have input as to who can do their signing. So you need to talk to whoever you can talk to that is related to the industry that can refer you business. Let's see. Direct should be every signing agent's ultimate goal. Yes, guys. Again, if you're getting into this and you're not willing to market for direct business, and maybe you're not willing your very first day, but you need to be thinking to yourself, you need to be saying to yourself, I need to be willing to market for direct business within 6 months of becoming a signing agent. If you just are not willing to do that, then you're going to have a very difficult time finding success as a signing agent and finding long-term success as a signing agent. It looks like Florida only requires a 3-hour training from the .gov website. Is this true? Is a certificate actually needed for loan signing agents? So you got a couple of different things mixed in there. There's nothing legally required to become a signing agent. It sounds like you're talking about Florida's requirements to become a notary. I don't live in Florida. I don't know what Florida's requirements to become a notary public are. It may be a 3-hour training because some states do require training to become a notary public. But just because you are a notary public does not mean you know how to do loan signings. And again, this is a business. Even though there is no legal training required to become a signing agent, you as a business owner who wants to be successful should find training to help you learn how to do loan signings. Okay. People are always concerned about, do I get a certificate? Look, who cares? Do you know what you're doing? That's what's really needed. Certificates are cute. I give out certificates to the people who pass my training. That's nice. But at the end of the day, it's not about gathering certificates. It's about gaining the skill to actually be able to be successful with your business. So, yes, no matter what, if you want to be a signing agent, you need to first be a notary public. Every state is different. Your state may require that you do some training, follow those instructions, become a notary public. Then you need to do whatever you need to do to get training to become a good, excellent, above average signing agent. Let's see. Do you have to provide a resume for direct business? A title company asks for one to start working with them. What would be an alternative? So here's the deal. Again, this is a business. There is no one path. I cannot say every client that you're going to want to work with will want a resume. I can't say that every direct business client that you're going to want to work with will or will not or whatever. If you want that company's business, and if that company says they want a resume, guess what you need to do? Put together a resume. Every company has its own requirements. And you, as a business owner, have to put in the work to meet those requirements if you want to work with that particular company. Do I feel like some companies have, things that I don't think are necessary? Sure. But do I want their business? Yeah. And if I want their business, you got to get the people what they want. So if that particular company wants a resume, boo, I suggest you put together a resume and get them that resume so you can make that money. All right, let's see. Where should I look into getting good training? Right here, right here. I mean, 15 years of signing agent experience through the ups and the downs. I've got my Signing Agent Advanced training program. Again, there's a link down in the description box. It'll take you to my website. It's going to tell you about all of the different things that are offered in the training program. There's also a link in the description box for my free exclusive webinar, First Steps to Signing Agent Success. Again, I tell you about my background, and then I also tell you about my training program. Because here's the thing, guys. No shade to anybody who has been a signing agent for a couple of years. No shade to any of those people who are also offering training, but we can only teach what we know. And for people who have only been a signing agent for a few years, they don't know through experience how to make it through the ups and the downs. Again, I started when it was down. It's been up, and it's been up and down through all of that time. And I'm still here doing signings. So, I'm teaching you guys out of my experience what has actually worked and what has helped me to be a signing agent long term. Because again, that's what I hope most of you want to be. You want to build a business that is going to be here long term. So definitely click the link down in the description box for my Signing Agent Advanced training program. It's going to give you all of the details. Can you get direct business if you do loan signings after business hours and weekends? Yes. Loan signings happen all of the time. And here's the thing. Just because you have a direct business client, that doesn't mean that you have to do all of their signings. So again, my direct business clients contact me first. But if I'm not available for whatever reason, then they move on and they find someone else. They prefer me. They would rather I do their signings because they like me and I am first on their list. But they understand that I'm not always available at all of the times that they want. So if you go out, you're marketing for direct business, the people love you, they know that you can handle their signings well, then you will still be first on their list. And anything that they have after hours, weekends, they're going to contact you first because they want to use you first. Whatever time you are available, you can do signings. Signings are done almost 24 hours a day. It's crazy some of the times that I see people asking for signings to be done. So even if you're only available after hours or on the weekends, yes, you can still get direct business. And so along with that, do you have set time? I don't know if you're talking about me or if you're talking about signing agents. Signing agents in general, again, can work whenever you want to work. obviously the more available you are, the more opportunity you have for business, but you don't have to be available 24/7. You don't have to even have set times that you are available. Again, generally what happens is clients contact you. They say, we have a signing available this day, this time. Are you available? And then you say yes or no. And your availability can change from day to day, week to week, month to month. It does not have to be set. It does not have to be the same. Let's see. Do I have any facilities as clients, such as hospitals, prisons, nursing homes, etc.? So that type of stuff is under general notary work. I personally don't do general notary work. There's nothing wrong with general notary work. I just don't do it. I am signing agent, loan signing agent, mortgages. That's what I do. You can absolutely diversify. You can do a lot of different things with your notary commission. I actually talk about that in some of my other videos. There's nothing wrong with doing general notary work. I just don't do it. And I only teach what I actually do. So I don't teach general notary work, but yes, you can get business, general notary work business from facilities. Let's see what else we've got here. Let's see. Somebody's been certified since last year, but they've allowed fear and intimidation to stop them from doing signings. You just got to get out there. By the way, I've been hearing how unstable the market is, and that adds to my intimidation. Any advice? So again, here's the work. The work is you have to step past all of these things. And again, being self-employed isn't for everyone. Being a signing agent isn't for everyone. This is literally the hardest part for a lot of people, is deciding to step past your fear and go out and do it. Because again, I can't talk you into being a signing agent. I can't rah cheer you into being a signing agent. You have to believe that you can do this and that you can be successful for yourself. And if you decide that this isn't for you, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. There have been other things that I have tried or thought about trying, and I started doing it, and I was like, this isn't really for me. I don't like this. I don't feel comfortable with this. So, anybody can be a signing agent, but if it's not for you, that's okay. But at the end of the day, you have to be the one that makes the decision that says, this is what I am going to do, and then go out and do it. And you can do it. I believe you can. Let's see, another question. In my years of experience, how many times have I seen slow business? I'm full-time and have built amazingly direct relationships, but it's still scary. So yes, this is an unprecedented time, okay? 2020 and 2021 and up until the first half of 22, it was unprecedentedly busy. Nobody was scared when it was busy, okay? It was unprecedented. Interest rates dipped into low amounts that we had never seen before. And because of that, it was super busy. Nobody was scared then. But guess what, guys? There's ups and there's downs. And again, I'm one of those people, I know what goes up must come down. But here's the thing, what goes down must come up. So have I ever seen it this slow before? Yeah, in 2007 when I got started. Has it been this slow, or have we had this type of a market since then? No, because we have not had this type of a market since then. But I can tell you in my 15 years, I've had good years. I've had not so good years. I've had good months. I've had not so good months. And it is scary. But again, the other thing that I always stress is, and it takes time to build up to this point, but as you're building your business, you have to mentally and financially prepare yourself for the ups and for the downs, because they do come. And then, kind of as I was saying to the other person, even though I don't do general notary work, you can always diversify your business. If you're not getting enough business as a signing agent right now, because again, the market is slower than normal, it's going to go back up. But right now it is slower than normal. Use your notary commission for other things. Again, this is the work. This is where you got to think outside of the box. This is where you have to go. Okay, things are a little bit slow in this area. What can I do? You can do general notary work. You can do field inspections. There's all kinds of other things that you can do. But again, this is your business. You got to think outside of the box. So is it uncomfortable? I don't say it's scary. I'm gonna say it's uncomfortable. It is uncomfortable, but that's life. You know what I'm saying? Uncomfortable times always come. Even if you have a regular job, there's a lot of people with 9 to 5s who got laid off, are getting laid off. So just having a 9 to 5 doesn't make things less scary. Life is scary at times. But what all we can do is the best that we can do to prepare. And all we can do is critically think to pivot and say, okay, things are slow right now. What can I do to supplement in the meantime? So, this is life. I wish I could say that it's going to be, again, $10,000 every single month from the first month that you become a signing agent through the end. It may not be, and you will have to make some adjustments. Let's see. I know the requirements vary in each state, but all the signing documents the same? Are they exactly the same? No. But loan packages in general, about 90% of what's in a loan package is going to be very similar from package to package. You're going to have a CD, you're going to have a note, you're going to have a payment letter, you're going to have a deed of trust, you're going to have a loan application, there's certain documents that are going to be very similar from one package to another, regardless of what state it is in. So when you see one note, you know how to explain a note, even if the wording is slightly different from one state to another state or one company to another company. When you see one deed of trust, then it's going to be very similar to another deed of trust from another company. And again, as signing agents, we don't have to know the super details of each document. It is not our job to be experts on the details of these documents. It's just our job to give a general description of the document. So it's okay if the documents are slightly different. And once you get going and you do a few signings, you'll see what I mean. But are they exactly the same? No. Are they very similar? Absolutely. Let's see. In my trainings, do I provide sample loan signing packages so you can print and follow what to sign during a signing? Yes, you get a couple of loan signing packages. I put descriptions of each document, what I actually say to signers. A description is given on just about every document, and I have mock closing videos. So it's just like you're sitting in a signing and you get to see and hear exactly what I do at a signing. So that's one of the things that will help you to be prepared, even if you are a new signing agent. Should you pair with another signing agent to exchange business whenever one is busy? You can. I will say this: be very mindful, be very careful of who you partner with. You don't want to partner with somebody who's not that good. Because if you tell your client, hey, I'm not available, but I've got this other signing agent who is available, and then that signing agent does a bad job, that reflects poorly on you. You also don't want to partner with somebody that you can't trust. Everybody's not trustworthy. You partner with somebody else, and then that person ends up trying to snake your business from you. That's just the reality of things. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Kendra ain't big on partnering with people. And again, it's one of those things I think people like to do because it makes them feel comfortable. Oh, I got a partner, I got a buddy. But again, this is business, okay? To be successful in business, you have to be able to do it all by yourself, even if there's nobody else. Now, of course, you want to build your business to the point to where you can maybe subcontract and bring other people on, but you should not need that from the beginning. But again, it's not a bad idea, but just be very mindful of who you partner with. Let's see. I live in Central Texas. Any tips for a loan signing agent in this state? I have a few signings under your belt. So be the best. Be the best. The best signing agents will always get business. Watch the video that I talk about what you need to do to be the best. Be the best. I mean, people want something tricky. It's not tricky. Be the best. And then market for direct business. And again, if you don't know, how to be the best, and if you don't have the training to help you be the best, make sure that you get some good training. Let's see. Denise feels that it's not a good time to invest in this business. I wish more people would be honest about the current situation. And again, guys, I tell you the truth from my point of view. Now, again, there's a lot of people who are getting out of this business right now. And if you ask any of those people, they're going to tell you, no, it's a terrible time. It's a sucky time because they're not able to make it work. And I understand. If it's something that I'm not able to make work and you tell me it's, and you ask me for my opinion, I'm going to tell you, no, it's not a good time. But I'm going to say this again, there's always buying, selling, and refinancing. There's always going to be notaries and signing agents needed to handle those transactions. If you are willing to put in the work, if you are willing to get the training, if you are willing to be the best, if you are willing to go out and build direct business relationships, you will be able to get business. If you're not able to get willing to do those things, I get it. Correct. It is not a good time. Wait again until, we reach one of those swings where there's just tons of business falling out of the sky, and then get in real quick, make your money real quick, and then leave. But it's a different in mindsets. It's a difference in mindsets. What's worth it to you? What is your goal? What are you trying to achieve? And how much work are you willing to put into it? Let's see. Kendra said it's a Kendra thing because she don't want a partner either. Girl, I'm with you. I don't want a partner. A couple more things. I'm actually going a little long today, guys. Is training different for attorney states? Who you market to is different for attorney states. Doing loan signings, again, is the same pretty much no matter where you are. But who you market to is what the big difference is in attorney states. And then last comment I've got here, Pamela says, the real estate business will always be here. It will, guys. Again, I don't care. It's always going to be buying, selling, and refinancing. And again, if there's buying, selling, and refinancing, there is business for signing agents. All right. Oh, somebody else snuck one last one in here. We're going to read this one. I'm a new notary. My business is increasing due to a good mentor and my knowledge with good mass marketing. Do not let the market scare you. It is the positive attitude. Thank you. Again, this is the rubber meeting the road. This is where we see who is serious about putting in the work to get the business. The business is not falling out of the sky. You got to put in the work to get it. But if you are willing to put in the work, it is absolutely there. It will absolutely grow because, again, it's not going to stay down forever. And as it goes back up, you will be able to cash in on that with those great relationships. We got Keandre here. Hey, thank you very much. I'm glad that you were watching. I always try to put out great content for all of my signing agents who are out there. So guys, thank you again. Thank you for hanging in there with me, even though we went a little bit long today. Again, if I missed your question, I am going to go back and follow up and try to answer any questions that I missed. Go into the description box, check out those videos that I did previously. Again, those are all things that are going to help you understand what's going on in the industry right now and what you can do to help your signing agent business be successful even in this challenging time. But guys, look, thank you again. That's all I've got for you. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday or your day if you're watching this on the replay on a different day. I look forward to talking to each and every one of you guys soon. And you know what I say, make sure that you have a productive and profitable day. I'll see you guys next time.